Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the walk through our listening learning, the few sisters who are listening learning. So I titled this lesson, um, this devil don't have your best interests at heart. And Salakia, damn it, I think I left my tablet. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Salakia, bear with me 1 second. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my tablet, man. All right, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Looking for my tablet, man. I had my scripts written down on the tablet I want to use. Hold on, hold on. Tripping. So Salakia for that. So the title of the lesson is These Devils Don't Have Your Best Interest at Heart. And we already know that. Us that's been dealing with this truth, man. That's dealing with the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. So I just had a few precepts I want to read. But these devils don't have our best interests at heart. And it's crazy how the Lord put the spirit on these heathen nations to join to this devil, which they couldn't do nothing, because this devil got the sword. But these nations, I mean, they starting to see now, because a lot of these nations or they've been talking about how this devil, how they do their own people, right? So let me read this. This is Revelation 17. This is Revelation 17 and 16. It reads, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. And if these devils is doing everything on point, right? They control the world with their policies and legislations, their laws, right? Their philosophies. So if these devils were doing everything right, why was there a Brexit, man? with Great Britain separating from Babylon the Great, man. Because these devils, not everybody's seeing that wickedness. The Lord said they was gonna be exposed, and it was gonna be through the words of the Lord. So these devils, everybody know that these devils ain't right, man. And if they doing the other nations like that, right? They going putting sanctions on these other nations, going in taking their resource. They set up like they going in to help, and then they go in and set up garrisons and take over. Well, these nations know, man. They see. But it's beautiful how the Lord put the spirit on our spiritual fathers, man, right? To open up all these mysteries in this book, man. And we see that these devils, they for themselves, man. So it's saying the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's harsh judgment, man. That's some cruel, that's some real serious judgment, man. Why would this happen to a nation that's so loved, right? Well, these people does not love, man. What the Lord has done, He's deceiving all these nations, man. And it say, for power have put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of power shall be fulfilled. So all these things is playing out until the elect get sealed, man. It's all about the elect, man. It's all about Israel overall. It's all the Lord say in Isaiah 48. Let's read this. Isaiah 48 in verse 11. It reads, for my own sake, even for my own sake will I do it. For how shall my name be polluted, and I will not give my glory unto another? Verse 12, hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called, I am he, I am the first, I also am the last. So the Lord saying, and I will not give my glory unto another. Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel. So as the Lord say, He would not give His glory to another, right? First and foremost, He said He's doing it for His own sake, for His name, right? And then He's doing it for the elect's sake. He would not give His glory to another, which is He Himself, His name, His Son's name, and the name of Yashala, man. No heathen. This is for us, man. So these devils think that they finna really perform whatever they got going on. Well, the Lord's saying, until the elect get sealed, these things got to play out, man. And we got to stay grounded in this truth because a lot of things playing out, man. And these devils is pushing, they cutting off the food, they cutting off the water, everything, man. They raising rent. What are they doing? They trying to starve us out, man. These devils are trying to starve us out because they don't have no other options, man. This is the only way how these devils work, through deceit and the sword, man. So let me get this. This is Obadiah 1 and 7. It reads, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. It said that the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You know, they was all on the same page, man. Why would the scriptures mention about the Egyptians against the Egyptians? Now these devils trying to, now they messing with NRA trying to take away their weapons, man. And you think the NRA going for that? They ain't going for that, man. It's finna, that's why I say in Isaiah 19, Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. So the Lord, and these devils has never been on one accord. Never, man. They've been fighting amongst themselves forever. Look what happened with Alexander the Greek and his fourth general when he died, man. Fighting over the spoils. And there was enough spoils to go around. The man conquered all the known kings, man. It said the earth was quiet before him. So why would you have to fight over the spoils when it's just four of you? It ain't like it was 10 generals. It was four. These devils have always been fighting amongst themselves, man. Right? You had this guy, uh, Antiochus Epiphanes fighting against, going to go up against Ptolemy, right? They have always been doing this, man. You had the British, French, and the Spanish, and the Babylon the Great, man. These devils, none they was never on the same page, man. And to tell you in Ecclesiastes 14, he's a nigger at his own table, man. Let me read this real quick. It's Ecclesiastes 14. Hey, these devils do not have your best interest at heart, man. They don't, man. This is the Lord, and the Lord's showing us these devils don't care about us, man. It's all about fattening pockets, man. The other nations are pissed off with these devils right now. Right now. I'm going to read it in Revelation 14, in verse 3. It reads, riches are not comely, Ecclesiastes 14 and 3, riches are not comely for a niggard, which is this devil. And what should an envious man do with money? These niggas been living by fraud all their life, man, by usury. And the Lord said, you're not supposed to do that, man. It say, verse 4, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gather for others, that shall spend his goods riotously. He that is evil to himself. Look what this devil doing. He's spraying chemtrails all over the world, man. Right? He's putting usury on his own people, man. They got to go to the banks and get loans. The loans the interest might be a little lower than Jake interest loans if Jake do get a loan, but it's still interest, man. He do it to his own people. It say, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. These devils not satisfied with what they got. That's why you got Habakkuk too, man. Right? His soul, his desires as hell, man. He can't be satisfied. Again, it say, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself. And that's these devils, man. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. If he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. And to tell you that in Proverbs, what is that? Proverbs 26. Let's get this. Proverbs 26 and 24 reads, Proverbs 26 and 24, he that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7 is completion, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be shewed before the whole congregation. And the Lord said, what in Jeremiah 49, he made these devils bare, man. They are bare. Now we can see this devil got on the G-string, man. This is back in Ecclesiastes 14. These devils and they wicked agendas, man. It's a verse 6, no, verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. The envious man have a wicked eye, he turneth away his face and despiseth men. And this everybody, man. This everybody outside of them, man. And even inside of them, you got these regular low-level ones. They don't care about them, man. It wouldn't be no homeless people on the planet, man, if they cared about their own people. Their own people eating GMO foods and drinking contaminated waters and bathing in it and breathing in chemtrails. Their own people doing this, man. This nigga don't have your best interest at heart, man. It's a covetous man is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul. A wicked eye envy his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. Among it say he is a niggard at his table. Among his own peoples, he is a niggard, man. It say, read up again in verse 5. It say, he that is envy to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Okay? Verse 9 say, a covetous man is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul. He's not comfortable with his own portion. So how you think he's going to help you? Yeah, the Lord says, Jeremiah 49, he made Esau bare, man, right? And when you read it, when we read Isaiah 47, it say, what did it say? Let's read it. That's why I said this devil got a G-string on, man. He said, hey, this nigga walking around in the G-string with a skirt on. This is Isaiah 47 and 1. It said, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O virgin daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It said, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. So now your skirt lifted up, right? And everybody see he got a G-string on, man. He exposed. These devils don't care about us, man. They don't care about none of us, man. Let me get this. This is Jeremiah 51. And that's why these nations, man, and see the Lord cold because they don't know what's going on, man. Of course they pissed off at this devil, but they can't separate. The Lord got them joined to this devil for a reason, man, because they all had a part in putting their hands on us, man. And they got to pay for that, man. It's Jeremiah 51 in verse 7. It reads, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. You see, everybody pissed off with the devil, man. It ain't just us. It ain't just us, man. It's everybody. This is Revelation 11 and 18. It reads, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. Everybody pissed off with this devil, man. In the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name. And we know they don't fear the Lord. It tell you that in what's that in Deuteronomy 25, man. It said these devils they have no fear. Tell my Amalek. It say, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, man. And there's only one nation of people that's destroying planet Earth, man. This is Jeremiah 51 and 24. It reads, and I will render to Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all that evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. You see this? Nobody cares about what goes on with the heathen nations. The Lord say, and I will render to Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all that evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. Right? When you read Isaiah 1, who done what to Zion into our sight? We seeing it. Who's doing this? It ain't Moab or Ammon. It ain't Elam. It ain't Ham, right? It ain't Ishmael. Who's doing it? Isaiah 1 and 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, your land. The Lord saying, your country is desolate. Moab ain't desolate. Ammon ain't desolate. Ham ain't desolate. Okay? Elam and Ishmael ain't desolate. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. What's going on over there? It's war. Huh? It's war on the Gaza Strip, man. Palestinians against the Israelis. It's war, man. Bombings. The biggest parade ever on planet Earth going on over there, man. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence. The point I want to make to link this with Jeremiah 51:24. It say, in Zion, in your sight, all the wickedness these devils have done in our sights, man. It say, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is as desolate as overthrown by strangers. Jeremiah 51 and 24. These devils don't have your best interest at heart. Neither do he have the other nations' interest at heart, man. This devil they only care for themselves, man. And in the midst of them, they don't even care for all their people, man. Hey, everybody's just collateral damage and casualties of war, man. That's it, man. Useless eaters. Jeremiah 51 and 24. And I will render to Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. What's the number one destroying mountain on the planet? It's Babylon the Great, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks. The Lord is being specific right here. And I will roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. And we know what Obadiah 1:18 say. They're going to be burnt up, man. It's plenty of scriptures about them getting burnt up, man. Plenty. This is Ezekiel 38. First, let me get this. Isaiah 13. And these other nations know these devils don't they playing by themselves, man. This is Ezekiel Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Hey, and when you think about the curses, the Lord say He's going to send a nation against us that should not regard the persons of old, nor show favor to the young. Well, the Lord is going to use uh Gog and Magog to do the same thing, man. They say their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You see? So the same judgment the Lord gave us in the curses, the heathen nation is going to bring on Babylon the Great, man. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And how did the Lord overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? With fires and brimstone, man. This time, he let you devils create the fire and brimstone yourselves. The Lord is cold, man. He let you create the fire and brimstone yourselves, man. That's why I say their sword in Psalms, was that Psalm 37? Their sword shall enter into their own heart, man. So instead of the Lord say, I'm just finna, no, I'm gonna let you create it. He said it. What is that? Isaiah 54:16? He let you create it. The fire and brimstone and jasper. The Lord cold, man. And these other nations thinking they got some type of, they get to come to the table. Listen, man. The Lord got these devils stirred up playing games. It's a mind game, man. And the only one that's in the know is the hopeful elect, man. So this is Ezekiel 38. This is Yahweh Shema Shah playing chess, man. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And when you read in Revelation 20, the Lord say, when these devils came out of the cave in verse 7, he said he shall go out to the seed of nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to battle, man. The Lord is cold, man. So he say, I'm going to use you as a tool to get rid of my original tool, because they all Job 9 and 24s, right? The Egyptians against the Egyptians. So he's going to use another tool to get rid of that tool, and then he's going to get rid of you. This is how the Lord do things. When you see Jake get chopped down by another Jake, what is that? That's the Lord, the spirit created for vengeance. The Lord judging one guy or one female. They getting judged. Then they get judged by either getting life, or they get chopped down, or they get life in prison. That's how the Lord works. He uses one to take out another, man. And it's the same thing he's doing with these nations. It's just that simple, man. He used one to take out another, and everybody got a judgment on their head now. And it's all about keeping coals on your head, man. So these nations thinking, okay, this devil wicked as hell, but maybe he gonna change. No, man. We talking about the devil, man. His agenda is to destroy everything, man. But he do it through what? Being crafty. They tell you that he's crafty, cunning, conniving, his trickery, man. And they good with words, man. You want to talk about somebody running game, it's these devils. They run the best game, man. So it say, and I will turn thee back and put hoofs into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with shields and bucklers, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomer of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company. It say they are similar unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So the Lord got these nations mounting up with Russia, man. This Jeremiah 5 and 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. The arrow shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. The Lord told us this, man. Let me read this. Jeremiah 51 and 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, man. Here's a couple more times he said it. Let's read it. This is spiritually, mentally, emotionally coming out of this place, man. Lord willing, we get delivered physically, man. This is Zechariah 2 and 6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north. Saith Yahweh Shema Shah. For I have spread you abroad at the four winds of heaven, saith Yahweh. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. This is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, man. The Lord is telling us he is not for our turn, man. Just like they say, ooh, in Wisdom of Solomon 2. What these devils say? Let's read this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2. It say, I just want to read the point. So let me read verse, let's start at 1. It say, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, be not aright. It say, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. And they know this, bro. They know this. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave, in the grave that they going to. Okay? After them 1,000 years, man, that's it, man. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we have never been. And the scriptures that say that, they know they're gonna be done away with, man. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And they know that. And the Lord said He gonna do away with them, man. It tell you that in Deuteronomy 25, the Lord say once He give us the land back, He said Amalek name shall be blotted out of heaven, man. It shall be blotted out from under the sun, man. It say verse 4, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist, that it is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof. You see, they're gonna be the fire. It shall make them naked and desolate, and eat them and burn them with fire, man. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and our it's saying after our end, there is no returning. After their end, okay, when they done whatever the Lord gonna use them to be, whatever they gotta do in the kingdom, after that, it's a wrap, man. It's a for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. And they've been doing this since they've been in power, man. All the way from Alexander the Greek, man. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. They built cities everywhere. What did Esau say in Malachi? We're going to build. We shall return and build. Did they do that when they came out of the caves? That's exactly what they did. They returned, rebirth, renaissance. They returned and built desolate places, man. They said they're going to fill up the desolate places. And they did that. Now you got these beautiful cities everywhere. Let us, so like you say, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. You got theme parks, Six Flags, and Disney all over the world. All these theme parks and water parks. Just have a good time. It say, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of age. That's why I say in Isaiah 13 and 17, he's gonna stir up the Medes. They shall not regard gold or silver, right? And they shall not pity nor favor to it say what the fruit of the womb, nor the young man. So he used the Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna use them same devils to destroy these devils, man. It say, let our strength be the law of justice. Who write laws? He nigga talking about Japhet. Japhet don't write laws. Japhet don't make money. Japhet's face ain't on the money. Who make the laws? Let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. And they know this. They know. As it tell you in what is second Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. They know this, man. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. There's the point I want to make. These devils know, they know, man. So what they gonna do? They gotta push, especially now. They time running out, man. They gotta increase in wickedness, man. As we see it happening. So these devils is cutting out the water. Listen, when you go to Judith 7, what did it say? Let's read some of this. Judith 7 is talking about, it's a Edom, it's a, then came Judith 7 and 8. It's a, then came unto him all the chief of the children of Esau, and all the governors of the peoples of Moab, and the captains of the seacoast, and said, so you got, now let's say Edom, Ammon, Moab, and the Assyrians. They all helped. It say, look, it say, so the camp of the children of Ammon departed, and with them 5,000 of the Assyrians. And they pitched in the valley and took the waters and the fountains of the waters of the children of Israel. Then the children of Esau went up with the children of Ammon and camped in the hill. Listen, they have always been doing this, man. Edom, Moab, Ammon, Ham, Ishmael, the Assyrians, all of them, man. And what they doing now? They done burnt down over 20 food processing plants, man. They we already drinking contaminated waters, man. That's what the Lord said in Mark, man. Hey, what is that? Psalms 124. If it had not been Yahweh Shema Shah, we would have been through, man. We would have been through. Let's read that. These devils, the only way they're going to get to us, man, they got to cut off the water and the food, man, because they're not spiritual. They don't understand. The minute they do that, the Lord finna step in with these miracles, man. We got angels around us, man. We got angels that's around us 24/7, man. Just like when these devils make their MOTB mandatory, hey, the miracles gonna step in, man. This is Psalms 124. This is Psalm 124:1. It reads, if it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, who was on our side, may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul, then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be Yahweh Shemashah, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth, man. These devils, hey, what did they do? What did the Babylonians do, man? When they came against us in 586 BC, what did they do? You can put it up on Google, on YouTube, man. They'll give you the whole simulation of how they encamped around Jerusalem and cut it off. No food came out and went in, man. No water, none of that, man. Okay? None of that, man. Just like 70 AD, man. What did they do? They surrounded the city. Hey, and Nebuchadnezzar, man, 18 months. I think he said 16 to 18 months. He had Jerusalem cut off, man. 18 months, you're gonna die. You're gonna starve to death, man. What you think these devils is doing, man? They trying to cut off the water. They trying to cut off the food, man. They trying to starve us out, man. That's the only way. That's the only way, man. And they doing it, but it ain't gonna work. As we know the scriptures say, it ain't gonna work, man. Okay? But you can't trust these devils, man. Jake out there trust these devils wholehearted, man. Let me get this. Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, because he said in Isaiah 55, his words, hey, they do all his pleasures, man. They do not come back to him void. It accomplished the thing whereto he sent it. But will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. So everything is done through the spirit. And these niggas is carnal minded, man. They carnal. When Yahweh Shemashah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together, man. You trusting in these devils, and they don't have your best interest at heart, man. It's Isaiah 13:15. Them devils don't care about us, man. Michael Jackson said it perfectly, man. They don't give a damn about us, man. Mike told you, Isaiah 13:15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man. And what these devils is doing, they're trying to cut us off, man. They don't care about the heathens. And these are the ones that's joined to them. These are the lands that they get resources from, man. These are the ones that they did. I'm talking about these are the traders. They go back and forth, and they don't care about China, Russia, India, none of these places, man. They don't care about France, Britain, and they all supposed to be allegedly allies, man. What I tell you in Mark 3, right? If Satan is divided against Satan, the house cannot stand, man. As a matter of fact, let me get this. This is Luke 11. This is Luke 11:17. It reads, but he knowing their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth. Is not these niggas a house joined together through the UN? These 193 nations, it's 193 nations joined the Babylon the Great, man. And they are not all on one accord. And that's why I tell you in Ecclesiasticus, let's get this. This is Ecclesiastes 21:27. When the ungodly curseth Satan, he curseth his own soul, man. They all the same, right? That's why these heathen nations, the Lord is stirring up. And it's cold how the Lord is using a Job 9 and 24 that's going to join heathens to him to destroy Job 9 and 24s. That's cold, man. He's using the Job 9 and 24s to destroy Job 9 and 24s, man. You see how cold the Lord is? And this is that chess game, man. All you gotta do is sit back, stay prayed up, watch the prophecies, stay doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is your faithful walk, man. Stay prayed up, man. Let me read this brother precept. This is GMS Harakai put up Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right, man? This is GMS Saints of the Most High. And Shalom, all you Akim, I walk on the comment board. Shalom, to walk tuning in. Yahba Shema Shop Rock a Thumb. Kind of late doing my lesson, man. I've been tapped out all day, man. This is GMS Saints of the Most High, Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 8. Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance when it punisheth passeth by him. Right, man? Hey, cause this devil is the wicked. He is the wicked of the earth, man. And he don't care about nobody, man. You see what he's doing to the other nations, man? This devil, hey, and what's been going on around the world is going to come here to Babylon the Great, man. And if you don't have Yahweh Shema Shah, you are through, man. We can't get out of this situation without the Lord, man. This is verse 9. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly. Hey, that's beautiful, bro. Because in Psalms 9 and 12, it say, let me read this. Hold on. I'm coming back to that. This is Psalms 9 and 12. When he maketh inquisition for blood, he remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble, man. Everybody that's going to be laid flat. Say the elites of the Job 9:24, they going straight into the pit. Isaiah 24 tell you about that, man. That's cold. It say, again, GMS Saints of the Most High Bar, Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 8. Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. Hey, and what did the Lord tell this devil, man? I got to get this. He done gave me 2 precepts out. This Psalm 75 and 4. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly. The Lord say, listen, don't do that. You're gonna have to pay for that. Psalm 75 and 4. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn, lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. What did he do? He did the opposite. That's why the Lord say, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. The Lord showed you favor by letting you rule the entire planet. And what do we got now? We got GMO foods, chemtrails, contaminated waters, transformers running around with equity right acts, man. It say, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. That's that Jeremiah 49, man. He made Esau bare, man. Neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him. You see, like it said in Psalm 9, man, when he make an inquisition for blood, man, the Lord is looking for blood, man. Blood. What it say in Revelation? Hey, blood up to the horse's bridle, man. Say verse 9, Wisdom Solomon 1 and 9. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. Hold on. It shall come up to the Lord, man. His words, all the wickedness. The second Ezra, chapter 11 and 39. Are not thy it that remainest of the fourth beast, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? The end of what times? It said that the end of their times may come through them. What does that mean? Egyptians against the Egyptians. Russian Egyptians against Babylon Egyptians, man. It said at the end of their times, 2 69, Esau is the end of the world, that the end of their times may come through them. It's going to be their own people to take down their own people. This is what the Lord is saying. Verse 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past. That's in Daniel 7. And his power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth has thou not judged with truth. The Lord said in Isaiah 28, 26 and 10, let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. It say, 2 Ezra 11:41, for the earth has thou not judged with truth, but thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved the liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and has cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Us, the Israelites, and the heathen nations. They ain't do nothing to Esau. Why did they bomb Bosnia? Okay? Why did they bomb Yugoslavia? Why did they bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki? They didn't do thee no harm, just like we didn't. Why would you do it? Therefore, here the scripture says on Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 9, this is 2 Ezra 11:43. Therefore, is thy wrongful dealings come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. You see? So again, Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 9, for the inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come up unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. It's what I'm reading in 2 Ezra 11, man. Again, 2 Ezra 11:43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealings come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. Like I said, Revelation 18, man. Revelation 18 about, hey, is fulfilled, man. That's why the Lord said, what? Reward unto her double as she had done unto thee, man. So, hey, you can't trust these devils, man. You can't trust them. So why 2/3 of our people is putting their trust in these devils, man. They don't even know what's going on, man. This is GMS Saints of the Most High, Proverbs 12 and 10, and reads, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. A righteous man regard the life of his beast, man. These devils go and hunt for sport, man. For sport, man. There's a lot of animals out there that's extinct right now, man, because of these devils, man. It ain't because of the Chinaman or the Japanese man, okay? It ain't because of the African man. It's these devils. It's these devils, these Job 9:24s, man. So yeah, I just want to make some points on that. I can keep going too, but you know, gotta go to the plantation soon. Hey, so Lord willing, it was edifying. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all the Israel, already concepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the walk who are listening learning, you few sisters who are listening learning. Hey, the water for your precepts, the water for tuning in. Until next time, I say shalom, wa, abab. Stay prayed up.